to go to John.
No, it isn't, Marlena. Once John finds out what Kristen has done, the marriage can be annulled.
I know John. He believes in marriage vows. He believes in family. No matter what I tell him about Kristen, he will try to make that marriage work, if for no other reason than for his son.
John married a woman who has lied and she has cheated and she has hurt people. Do you really think he wants his son to be raised by a woman like that? You have an obligation to tell John what she is really like. And you have a right to fight for that love. And I should take my own advice here, and I should fight for us. We both have to believe that true love will win out in the end.
I pray you're right.
Well, there's only one way to find out. You go to John right now, and I'm going to Austin.
Why are you wearing my wife's ring? What's going on, sweetheart?
Actually, John, the nurse was doing your lovely bride a favor because Kristen was afraid she wouldn't be able to wear the wedding ring during delivery.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember she would always take it off during the ultrasounds.
The nurse assured her that it would be all right. She was just going to give it back to her, weren't you, nurse?
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Better. Here we go. Okay. Breathe through it. No, breathe through it. Come on. Slow, deep breath. Breathe through it. Breathe. Breathe. That's it. These contractions are getting really close, Kristen. I'm gonna get the labor nurse. You just hang in there. Come on. Hang in there, Mrs. Black. Come on.
Well, that was too close. Well, you're telling me I have to talk to you.
Let's go.
Hey, wait! Where y'all going?
We'll be right back. Don't say or do anything unless it has to do with delivering that baby, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I am a married woman, and my husband is so cute. He's so sweet, and he's such a good kisser. Oh, pretty soon I'm gonna be the mommy of his child.
Yvonne, would you go get us some coffee? We'll meet you back in the room.
Yes, madam. I'd prefer not to know what the two of you ladies are planning anyway.
This is a disaster. Well, I think it's going rather well, actually.
Really well. Why, John just married Susan. She's about to give birth to a baby at any moment, and Marlene's prowling around waiting for something to go wrong.
Calm yourself.
No.
Nobody knows the truth about the wedding.
Yeah, I know. Except for you and Yvonne.
Well, we're not going to say anything. As long as you and I are allies. Now, as far as Marlena's concerned, we saw how devastated she was when she realized you and John were married. I'm sure she realizes she's lost John forever. The important thing is we've got to get back to Susan and make sure there are no more complications with this birth.
You're right. You're right.
We've got to make sure Marlena never hears anything about this and finds out what really happened.
But if she does, she would go to John. She would. And I would lose him. And after everything I've been through, I don't know what I would do.
It's not going to happen. Now, we really need to go back to Susan. Come on.
Nurse. Kristen's contractions are getting real close together. Could you go right in? I'll be in a second. I've got to get her some more water. Hi, Doc.
John.
I'm glad you're here. Listen, there's something I got to tell you.
Is there a problem with Kristen's labor?
No. Everything's going pretty smooth. Kristen and I got married tonight.
I know. Father Braxton told me that.
Well, it was real important to Kristen that we got married before the baby arrived.
I'm sure that it was.
Aren't you going to congratulate us? Doc?
tell you something about all this. I'm sorry if it's a bad...
Excuse me, Mr. Black. The baby's coming.
Finally, it's happening.
John.
No, can you please, doctor, no, wait, it's gotta wait. This is it, this is it.
Kristen found a way to persuade John to marry her. That's it. Carrie's right. It's time to fight for my love. The minute this baby is born safe and sound, I will tell John the truth about Kristen. And I will tell him that I love him.
I do as a minister of the gospel, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, pronounce you husband and wife.
No! Yes. You're too late, Marlena. John and I said our vows before a priest, and you know he'll never break those vows. He belongs to me now. And our baby. I win. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose.
No. Oh. It was a bad dream. It was just... No, it's not a bad dream. It's true. John and Kristen got married last night. I was too late. Well, don't think you're getting away with it, Kristen. It isn't over yet. Not by a long shot.
Vivian, Susan is still in labor.
After all these hours? Is she coherent?
Oh, yes, and she hasn't said anything so far to give me away. I don't know how long it's going to go on.
It'll all be over soon. Come on, you can do it. Breathe, come on.
do it. I can't. What's wrong? Something's wrong with the baby.
Sweetheart, hold on. I'm gonna get the doctor. Just hold on. Nurse, could you get Dr. Robbins, please? The baby's not coming. I think there's something wrong.
She must have planned this. She chose a moment when she knew John would be vulnerable. He couldn't refuse to marry her with a baby coming. Oh, my love. Have I lost you for good?
Don't let anything happen to Kristen or that baby, please.
John does love me. And now that we're married, nothing will take him away. Not even Marlena.
All right, what's the deal? What's happening?
The baby has turned himself sideways.
Sideways? Can you do something?
Well, if he doesn't turn himself back in the proper position, I'm going to have to do a cesarean. But you know what? I think you should get back in there. She's going to need your support.
Yeah.
All right?
Hi. Can I come in?
Of course, Laura. Yes, do come in. Oh, how is Jack?
Well, I didn't actually see him this morning. I couldn't say goodbye. But I've been very impressed with how well he's handled everything.
That poor man.
I gather you spent the night here. Has Kristen had her baby?
No. No, she hasn't, not yet.
Well, I will thank God when she does. Then you and John can finally be together.
Laura, I tried as hard as I could, but I couldn't stop it.
Stop what? What happened?
John and Kristen got married last night.